all about letting you know it's nothing wrong with being on the bridge, because the bridge is your friend. You can make major decisions while you're on the bridge. You can decide what to do for the rest of your life. Because if you leave off this bridge the way you came, I don't think you did yourself any justice. Because I told you, on this bridge, you're going to go one side, other side, you're going to be on it or you're going to be off of it. You have to decide that first of all. And you have to know while you're on here that you're safe, you're okay, there's nothing going to happen to you. You're just going to see this beautiful water, you are going to see these cars, you are going to see all of that. But mind over matter. Put your mind over matter and focus on what's important. And what's important is making decisions for yourself that will decide the rest of your life. And like I said, cut off earlier, so I'm going to recap. This is yours truly, D. Saffron, author, and I'm the author of the book, I Fell in Love with the Son of a Witch. Yeah, fell in love with the son of a witch. I'm gonna break that down further. I'm gonna do just a talk about the book. I'm gonna break the book down. We're gonna go over the book, and I'll let you know where the ideas of the book came from. And then I'm also the author of a journal that came after the book that's called Journal Time. Journal Time goes along with I Fell in Love with the Son of a Witch. Because now, once you read this book and realize it's all about catching the red flags, it's all about knowing that you see what you see and not trying to paint a pretty picture over it. It's all about learning yourself to the point where you love yourself more than you love that, whatever that is. Because we all have a that. Love you more than that. So that book breaks a lot of that down. And I Fell in Love with the Son of a Witch is a twist. So when you read it, I tell a lot of people you have to read it twice. Because when you first read it, you're going to be mind blown. My books are mind benders. But after you read it, then you can take it all in and see where it works for you. So I'll automatically understand. It's going to twist you in the beginning. And then if you read it again, because it's a short read, not a long read. When you read it again, then you understand exactly, hopefully, how it affects some of the ideas in your head or some of the thoughts you may have had. But either way, it came and it's here and it's out and it's in the universe. And then following Journal Time, like I said, Journal Time works with I Fell in Love with the Son of a Witch. It works with that because thoughts you received from that book, you have areas in there to answer comments, answer questions, answer thoughts, write down what came to mind. And then later on, you can just write your own thoughts. Because journaling is good. It's good to write down some of the things that are your deepest, most thoughts. Because sometimes we have deep thoughts and we don't really talk about them. We hold it in. So Journal Time is good for that. Following Journal Time, I came out with Self-Love Journal. Self-Love Journal is an exercise book. It's not just journaling. It's exercises you must do to show you love yourself. I'm going to go into that book. So when I go into that book, I'm going to bless a lot of people with a copy of that book. So when you hear me announce I'm going to go into Journal Time and we're going to talk about Journal Time, I'm going to bless you with Journal Time. Then when you hear me in turn talk about self-love, I'm going to bless people with the self-love. It all depends on if you're on. You got to be on with me. And on meaning on YouTube. My YouTube channel is D. Saffron Butterfly Experience. That's my YouTube channel. I'd like you to like, subscribe, and share. D. Saffron Butterfly Experience. Like, subscribe, and share. I gotta get to 1,000 or more. I want to get there, and my goal is I've been growing leaps and bounds in 3 days. So I know I can get there. I got a goal set. And when I reach that goal, I'm going to announce, I'm going to give away 10 of each one of my books. But you got to be on YouTube to receive them. And I am sweating because it's hot. And I don't mind when you sweat, it opens your pores and gets germs out. And when I announced that I hit my 1,000 mark, I'm going to give away 10 books of each category. So it's got to be on my YouTube. I'm going on there. I'm not doing a lot of live on Instagram anymore. All I'm going to do on Instagram is direct you to YouTube. Okay, so if you want to be a butterfly, one of my butterflies, or if you want to be a monarch, any of you men, I need you to join me on my YouTube channel. What you're going to see on my YouTube channel is a lot of old stuff I did back in 2015 before the world got on YouTube. I was a YouTuber, and I often said, why doesn't anybody get on YouTube? What's going on? And I got discouraged. And when I got discouraged, I turned off my YouTube. But I kept the videos, so I put them back on there. I put them on my YouTube channel. Yeah, it's like a little bird said, keep the videos. So I kept them. So I threw them on there, and it's called Some Old Good News. Old is dirt, but it's where my mind was at the time. And where your mind is, in the years to come, you see growth. So I don't mind going back to see where my mind was. Some of the things I still say, some of the things I've evolved from. Some of the things you can relate to, some of the things you can't, doesn't matter. Take it in what you mean, let it go. Like Bishop says, put it in the box for emergency. You may need it later. So anywho, back to the subject at hand. Today's all about being stuck. Some of us are stuck. Stop being stuck, people. Stop it. Do you know when you're stuck, you're not moving forward, you're not moving backwards, you're not moving sideways, you're just stuck with the same old stuff, the same old people, the same old situations, the same old mess. Stop it. Move. Make a decision. Even if it's a wrong decision, you made a decision, you can learn from it later. Do not be stuck. When you're stuck, that means something has a hold on you, a stronghold. That stronghold will keep you from growing. In this world, you got to grow, you got to evolve. One thing about me, I'm going to grow and I'm going to keep on going. Who likes it? I don't care about who likes it. I don't care about who accepts it. I don't care about who pats me on the back. I don't do it for them. I do it for me. Learn how to do stuff for you. And then the good energy will connect. If you're doing it for you, the good energy will connect. If you're doing it for them, soon as them change on you, whoever them are, and I mean them with bad grammar, whoever them, they, whoever they are, they're gonna flip again. Then you're gonna flip again. I don't flip for people. I stay consistent with me and the Lord above. When I get a word and I get a deliverance and I know the Lord gave it to me, even if I hear it from somewhere or if I get it from a service with my bishop, Vance Oles, Liberty House Ministry, I'm letting you know I make major decisions and people don't often understand. They're like, how do you have the nerve to be like this? How do you have the nerve to say this? Because I do. I'm not afraid of anything. It's nothing out here that can scare me because the worst case scenario, I grew from it. It's a blessing or a lesson or both. Do you know how much I've grown? Do you know what the things I've grown from? Do you have any clue what I have grown from? Stick to my YouTube channel. You're going to hear some stories because I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed where I came from. I still got a long way to go. And I wouldn't be able to have compassion and empathy for others if I had never been through anything. But what I will tell you, I will not be stuck. I will not be stuck as long as my name is Debbie Saffron Stevens. I will not be stuck. And yeah, my last name's Stevens. If you want to know my name, my last name's Stevens. And if you want to know how old I turned on my birthday, because I am celebrating a birthday, I turned 58. 58 and loving every minute of it. Do you hear me? I love every minute of it. Because I know it's wisdom in those years. I know it's pain. I know it's suffering. I know it's grace. I know it's mercy in those years. I know I've helped a lot of people overcome some stuff in those years. I know my children are becoming the adults they need to be because of those years. I know I have a grandbaby named Melrose in those years. I know I have a mommy that I love and adore in those years. I know I have a dad that I love and adore, 2 dads in those years. I know I have a whole lot going on in those years. And I do know I have hopefully a whole lot more years to go because I want to be 99. I tell people that all the time. My number is 99. And I want to be 99 and a healthy 99. That's why I'm on this bridge. I'm not on this bridge just to be on this bridge. I'm on this bridge because I am into fitness. I did have a major car accident during the pandemic. It was major, y'all. It was bad. Stuff was broken, dislocated, all messed up. And during that time, I lived alone, and everybody was on lockdown with the pandemic. And while they were on lockdown with the pandemic, see, there's some people out here on the bridge enjoying themselves. They know what to do. While I was in the house locked down during the pandemic, I had to heal. I had to stay strong. I had to keep my mind on what's important, and I lived through that accident. It was two. One was so bad, I didn't know I was going to live. I didn't know I could go through that. And in the process, I gained so much weight. And anybody that knows me know I don't do weight. I'm very much into my fitness, my figure, all of that. And my mind went somewhere crazy when I gained weight. I didn't know who I was because I couldn't control it. I couldn't work out. I couldn't go to the gym. The gyms were closed. I couldn't walk. My legs were messed up. I couldn't do anything. My back was out. One of my arms and hand was broke. Oh, it was bad. It was so bad. But did I get stuck? No. You know what happened? I kept getting online, listening to my bishop, because no matter what, he and First Lady would go to the church every Wednesday and every Sunday and still have service. So I stayed online. I kept getting the word. Because I know one thing that man can do is give me the word from God. Bishop, the skating bishop, yes, he's been my bishop for over 14 years. I stayed online in the dark in my house. One of my videos, you'll hear this beeping noise. That beeping noise was my fire alarm because nobody could come and fix it. It was nobody around to do anything for me. So when you listening to my live, you're going to hear this beep. It drove me crazy, but it kept me awake at the same time. An oxymoron. I went crazy and I was sane at the same time because that noise kept me focused while I didn't just die while I was healing. Because I had to heal. I had to get a root canal. My mouth hurt so bad, I had to get a root canal while I'm healing from the accidents during the COVID by myself, living alone, couldn't do nothing, totally banged up. The dentist met me at the dentist's office, only him and I, because nobody would come to the dentist's office. My face was so big, my mouth hurt so freaking bad, I had to hold his equipment while he worked in my mouth to heal my tooth and give me a root canal. Let me tell you something. I have never even had a root canal. I didn't even know what that was. I thought I was really gonna die. And I lived through that. While broken up, while a pandemic, while alone, happily single though. Don't get me wrong, because I don't want a man in my life unless he's sent to me from God. And he gotta have a whole lot of things going for him and don't waste my time. So I'm just that way. Some women call me lonely. I'm not lonely. I have a meme that says, there's nothing wrong with being single as long as you don't feel lonely while you're not single. So if you are single and you feel, no, if you're not single and you feel alone, that's bad. Because I'm single and I don't feel alone. So think about it. I'll talk about that. But anyway, I just want to share some stuff today to tell you why I'm not stuck. I'm not stuck because I lived through the pandemic, first of all. A lot of people died. I lived through getting 2 major car accidents during the pandemic. I lived through a freaking root canal that only me and the dentist could work on because there's no assistance. He didn't even know where the equipment was because they give him everything. But this man loved me so bad, so much, that he came from Virginia to meet me in the dentist's office and fix my daggone tooth. I thought I was going to die in my house from my mouth hurting. I could write a story about how much pain I had during the pandemic, but rather write a story about it, I'm just telling you not to get stuck. Do I look like what I've been through? I don't look like what I've been through. The weight is falling off, baby. The weight is falling off because I get up and I do what I gotta do. I refuse to be heavy, overweight, but I didn't mind while I was heavy and overweight because guess what it did? It made me understand people that are heavy and overweight. You can't talk to people unless you've really been there. You can't have passion, compassion, and empathy unless you've really been there. Now, I understand people that are heavy and overweight. They have thoughts. They sometimes want to lose weight. Sometimes they're happy in it. Sometimes they feel pretty. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just wish people would stop talking about it. And then other times they don't give a damn. Excuse my language. I'm keeping it real today. And anybody don't like me cursing, just don't get on my YouTube. Because every now and then I'm going to curse. Whatever. God ain't going to kill me from it. Just some things may come out. But I'm letting you know, I felt everything a person overweight feels. Then I felt this feeling, it was like no more time for me to feel sorry for myself. I can love a person overweight, and I can love a person that loves to be fit. The fit person better not be arrogant because it can change. And the heavy person better not think it's the end of the world. And if they don't change, they're not going to die. You got to understand two things. I can be the fit one like I'm becoming again because I'm going to get my body just like it was and better because it's strong and it's new and improved. But I can always also be the heavier person that love myself so much that even if people didn't like what I look like, I love me some me. So I'm two people. But I didn't get stuck in either person. Didn't get stuck when I was always fit, always in the gym 2 hours. I didn't get arrogant. I just love people and encourage them to work out. And I didn't get one that overweight person that thought the world was coming to an end. Because it's like I'm still here through all of it. People, don't get stuck. Do not get stuck. If you need a church home to come and get the energy and the feelings that I get, I invite so many people. Some come, some don't. Some stay, some don't. But what I tell the ones that don't stay, after the world beat the hell out you enough, you'll be back. Or you'll at least call me back. And I'm going to direct you right back where I go. Liberty House Ministries, 3135 Penzie Drive. Bishop Vance Olds, First Lady Nicole Olds. I'm just going to invite you back there. Because I can't bring you to yourself. Only God can. But I can tell you what God does for me. And as far as getting stuck with family members or best friends, do things to hurt you, don't worry about that. Because I say all the time, they're just a human with blood running in their veins. If you look at them as just a human, you won't give them all that. They don't get all that. They're just a human. That God is still pumping blood through their veins. If he decides not to pump blood through their veins, they're no longer a human that can give you anything. All you can do is pray that they went to the right place. You give people too much power that they don't need and they don't deserve. And if you're stuck because of a relationship, whoa, that's really a story we got to talk about. Because I'm going to tell you like this. It's not a relationship in this world that can get me stuck. And not because I haven't been stuck. I've been stuck in some of the worst. I've been stuck in some of the worst. And God brought me out. And when he brings you out, you're as pure gold. I'm as pure gold now, people. I'm not going to go into the relationships because that's a story for YouTube. That's a whole individual story. Some stories is a story that we got to go live so you can give me your comments afterwards. You can type in how you feel about it. Relationships is one I want you to watch me live on YouTube. I'll be live soon, but I got to get to my 1,000 subscribers or I can't go live on YouTube. Help me get there, guys. Help me. I've got some stuff to talk about, and I want y'all to join me. Share this. Share this live. Let people know I'm real. I'm known from all over. People know me. Some love me, some don't. I don't mind, whatever. Fit whatever category I'm in. I love me. When you love you enough, you can love you more than anybody that doesn't love you. And God loves you more than the whole world. So I'm a child of God. I'm his daughter. I'm his wife. I'm everything to God. And who he allows in my circle with me, I used to say who I allow in my circle with him, but no, it's who he allows in my circle with me. Because he can block anybody he want to block at any given moment and stop them from bothering me. You don't want to be the ones he stop from bothering me. He ain't going to let you bother me for long. He going to let me learn the lesson from it, and then he going to move you out the way because I don't get stuck. Do you hear me? I do not get stuck. Don't get stuck. Let's do this thing together. Let's run this race. The race isn't given to the one who's very swift. It's given to the one who endures the longest. Let's run it. Let's run it. Y'all want to run the bridge with me? I'm about to run it. I'm about to shut it down, but I'm going to run the bridge back. Some of my live videos I run on. So I'm running back to the Maryland side. What's up? How y'all doing? Hi. How's it going? Yeah, sometimes I run and talk. Sometimes I walk and talk. Today I'm going to run and talk. Please don't get stuck, guys. Please, if you don't hear nothing else that I'm talking about today, don't get stuck. None of the energy is worth it. It's just worth you learning. Learning from it. Move on. Brush your shoulders off. I used to say that way before I ever knew it was a song. I used to always say, man, brush your shoulders off. Brush your shoulders off. Brush it off. I'm famous for brushing my shoulders off. Hey, butterfly experience. See my butterfly? That's what I am. That's who I am. I'm a butterfly, y'all. I'm a butterfly. Brush your shoulders off. Hey. So I'm going to get off of here. I got a lot of running to do. Have a wonderful day on purpose. God loves you, so do I. Like I said, like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share. Butterfly Experience, D. Saffron Butterfly Experience. Get on my YouTube channel. Bye.